Tabletop position, hands right under shoulders, knees right under hips. We'll start with any intuitive movement you do. We can do regular cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly and ribs. Exhale, tailbone tucks under, dome your back to the ceiling. We can also do some hip circles here. Shoulder shrugs, side bends. Checking in with the body, seeing whatever it needs. Let's take a couple nice slow breaths here. We're looking for around 3 to 4 seconds inhale, 3 to 4 seconds exhale. With our breaths throughout the practice. And like I said, we're not going to sit in any position too long, maybe 5 breaths maximum, because I do want to keep things moving. This is more of a circulation practice for marathoners. That's you got it. All right, good. Find a nice neutral spine. Inhale, right arm reaches for the ceiling. Exhale, thread the needle. Put a little body weight on that shoulder. Walk your left hand to the top of your mat and push down through your left palm. Make sure you bring your hips in line with your mat. They're going to want to turn to one side or the other. Belly button drawn in towards the spine, hips slightly tucked under your body. Good, slowly unwinding from that back into tabletop. Left arm rises. Thread the needle. Walk your right hand to the top of your mat. Push down through your right hand. Bring your hips in line. Good, gently unwinding from that back into tabletop. Puppy pose, so leave your hips high, slightly tucked. Walk your hands forward and press your chest down to the mat. Forehead can rest on the mat. Active pressure through both palms. Walk your hands back into tabletop position. Tuck your toes under, send your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Looking for length on the spine here. From the crown of your head to your tailbone. There could be a nice bend in your knee here for our first downward dog practice. Pump your feet, dropping ankles one at a time. Down to the mat. Belly button drawn in, hips tucked under. Looking for length. Nice slow breaths here. Find a downward dog that you can hold for a long time. Not that we are, but that should be your guide. A place that feels comfortable in your body. Good. Blocker, jump your feet to your hands, pause in a forward fold, chest to thighs. There can be a good bend in your knee here. Head and neck relax. Reaching actively for the floor. Over our next 3 breaths, we'll inhale, halfway lift, straighten your legs, hands come to shins, straighten your back. Exhale, rebend your knees, reach for the floor. Slow inhale, straighten your legs, hands to shins, gaze forward. Exhale, back to the floor. One more inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. slowly rise all the way to standing. Reach your palms, meet overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll do just one Sun A and one Sun B. This will probably be the toughest part of the practice. It's not even that hard. And then we'll really start to flow with it. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, straighten your legs, hands to shins. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back to plank. Lower halfway down, untuck your toes, push up to upward facing dog. Squeeze your hips to preserve the lower back. Exhale, tuck your toes back under, hips up and back. To downward dog. Step or jump, feet to hands, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, palms reach, feet overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bring your big toes together, heels slightly apart. Sweep your arms up, sit down to your chair. Keep your chest open to the top of the mat, hips tucked under your body, squeezing inner thighs together. Deep inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, hands to shins, straighten your legs, big hamstring stretch, exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step back to plank, lower halfway down, untuck your toes, push up to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high behind you. Exhale, steps between your hands at the top of the mat. Spin your back heel down, rise to warrior one. Give your feet a little separation here. You're on train tracks, not a tightrope. Spiral your pinkies out, reach. Look to the ceiling. Front knees stacked directly over your front ankle. Back leg extended straight back from the hip. Working to get your hips facing the front of your mat. Deep inhale. Exhale, hands come down to framing your front foot. Step back and plank, move through your vinyasa. Lower halfway or all the way down, up to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high behind you. Exhale, steps between your hands at the top of the mat. Spin your back heel down, rise to warrior one. Give your hips a little room to twist towards the front of your mat. Spiral your pinkies out, reaching for the ceiling. Knee stacked over ankle. Back leg extended straight back from the hip. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. One last vinyasa, our last one. Upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your feet to your hands, forward fold, big toes together, heels slightly apart. Inhale, half lift, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up, sit down to your chair. And exhale, standing tall, hands to heart center. And that's the hardest part. So now, we're going to get into a flow. We'll do it slow first. And then we will speed it up, breath to movement. Leave you on your own with it a little bit. So to get into our flow, we're going to inhale, bring your right leg, knee up to hip height. Exhale, take a big step back to warrior two. Now your feet are in line with each other. You are on a tightrope. Same rules apply, knees stacked over ankle, back leg extended straight back from the hip. Tee your arms out wide, chest up, gaze over your front fingertips. Next inhale, right hand drops to the back of your right thigh, left arm reaches for the ceiling, front knee still bent. Breathing into your left rib cage. Now left forearm finds the front of the left thigh, right arm reaches for the front of the room. Looking to establish a nice strong line from your right fingertips to the outer edge of your right foot. Open your chest to the side of the mat. And a light touch here on your front thigh. You should be able to remove your arm without compromising your position. Back leg extended straight back from the hip. Now for a release, we'll return to that reverse position, straighten your front leg now, that feels good. Reverse pyramid. Everything else the same as our reverse warrior, just with your front leg extended straight. Now tee your arms out wide, tip over, bring your left hand to the inside of your left leg. Right arm reaches for the ceiling. Keeping your right hip turned over to the right side of your mat. Right arm reaching back to the left side of the mat. Fill your core with air. Inhale. Gently rise to standing. Exhale, step to the top of your mat, hands to heart center. Inhale your left leg to hip height. Exhale, take a big step back, warrior two. Tee your arms out wide, knee over ankle. You are on a tightrope. Gaze over your front fingertips. Left arm drops to the back of the left thigh. Right arm reaches for the ceiling, reverse warrior. Front knee still bent. Breathe into your right rib cage. Good, right forearm finds the right thigh, left arm reaches for the front of the room, extended side angle, light touch on your front thigh. Front knee still bent, starting to accumulate fatigue. Nice strong line from your left fingertips to the outer edge of your left foot. Good, back to your reverse position. Right arm reaches, straighten your front leg, reverse pyramid. Head to your arms out wide, tip over, bring your right hand down inside your right leg. Left arm reaches for the ceiling, turning your left hip over to the left side of your mat. Reaching back with your left hand. You can bring hand to shin here if that's more accessible. Fill your core with air, rise back to standing. And exhale, step to the top of your mat. Now to play around in this one, breath to movement. Inhale your right knee high. Exhale, step back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior front knee still bent. Exhale into extended side angle. Inhale, straighten your front leg, reverse pyramid. Long exhale, tip over into triangle. Take a breath while you're down here. Inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, big step back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse pyramid, straighten your front leg, reach. And exhale, tip over into triangle. Inhale while you're down here. Come back to standing. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Keep it rolling. Inhale, your right leg high. Exhale, big step back, warrior two. Inhale, reach for the ceiling, front knee still bent, left arm up. Exhale, left hand finds the left thigh, right arm reaches for the front of the room, extended side angle. Inhale, straighten your front leg, left arm reaches for the ceiling. Exhale, tip over into triangle. Inhale while you're down there. Rise to standing. Exhale, back to the top of your mat. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, big step back. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, straighten your front leg, reach, reverse pyramid. Exhale, tip over into triangle. Inhale while you're down here. Come up to standing. Exhale to the top of your mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Step back to plank. Lower your knees to tabletop position. Step your right foot between your hands at the top of the mat. Arms reach for the ceiling, low lunge. Right foot forward, left foot back. Squeeze your hips here, keep them tucked under, and then apply a little forward momentum into your low lunge stretch. Inhale deep. Exhale, plant your heel, straighten your front leg. Hands come down to framing your leg. Working collarbones towards your thigh, not craning your neck. Maybe coming up to a more accessible position here to ensure you're maintaining a neutral spine. You don't want to be too grounded in this position. If you're feeling enough of a stretch right here, we'll keep it right here. Gently pulling your front hip back, pushing your back hip forward. Rebend your right knee, left hand comes down inside your right foot, left toes tuck under, pick your left knee up off the mat. Right arm reaches for the ceiling, twist. Right hand comes down inside your right foot. Travel to the side of your mat. Turn your toes in towards each other. Wide leg forward fold. Now walk your hands, turn to face the back side of your mat. Right knee drops, left knee forward now. Pick your arms up to our low lunge on this side. Left foot forward, right foot back. Squeeze your hips, tuck your hips under, and apply a little forward pressure into your low lunge stretch. Inhale deep. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Hands come down to framing your leg, or they come to your thighs so you can maintain a nice neutral spine. Working collarbones towards your legs, not craning your neck. Bend your left knee, right hand comes down inside your left foot, right toe stuck under, lift your right knee up off the mat in the back, reach for the ceiling with your left hand, twist. Left hand comes down inside the left foot, turn to face the side of your mat, one more wide leg forward fold. And now turn to your original position, right foot forward. Let's do a breath to movement. Inhale, your arms high. Low crescent lunge. Exhale, fold into your half split. Inhale, rebend your knee, hand comes down, knee comes up, twist. Deep inhale here for a long exhale as you travel all the way to the back of your mat. Right knee drops, left foot forward. Inhale to your low crescent lunge. Exhale, half split. Long inhale, hand comes down, knee comes up, twist. Left arm should be reaching for the ceiling. And a long exhale, traveling to the top of your mat. Now on your own tempo, inhaling to your crescent lunge, arms up. Exhaling, half split. Long inhale, rebend that front knee, hand comes down, knee comes up, reach. And slow exhale, travel, travel, travel. Inhale up to your crescent. Exhale to your half split. Inhale to your lunge twist. Exhale, slow travel. Let's do one more lap. Inhale up. You got it now. Exhale. Inhale, lunge twist. Exhale, travel, travel, travel. Drop the knee, inhale. And once you're back in the front, give me a tabletop position. Curl your toes under, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high behind you. Exhale, bring your shin horizontal to the top of the mat. Preparing for resting half pigeon. Inhale your spine long and neutral. Exhale, walk your hands forward on a nice comfortable resting spot. 10 long breaths here. When you're ready to release, walk your hands back towards your shin, curl your left toes under, sweep your leg up and back, bend your right knee, open your hip to the side of your mat. big inhale, exhale, bring that foot down to meet the other. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, bring your shin horizontal to the top of the mat, just behind your hands. Inhale your spine long. Exhale, walk it forward. Take any last minute adjustments you need and settle into the stretch. You're ready to release, walk your hands back to your shin, curl your right toes under, sweep your leg up and back, bend your left knee, open your hip to the side of the mat. Inhale, exhale, bring that down. Drop to tabletop position, cross your legs behind you, rock back to a comfortable seat, and eventually find a nice lying position. Be completely comfortable. Take a couple breaths here. It's a double inhale. The first one, fill the stomach, push your stomach out, inhale. The second one, top off the chest, inhale. Side out slow. Again, inhale to the stomach. Second shorter inhale to the chest. Side out slow. Keep going just like that on your own rhythm. Double inhale, one to the belly, one to the chest. And long sighs, each sigh should be longer than the last. Imagining any stress or tension or worry or overwhelm being carried out over your out breath on your sigh. Give me one more good one. Good. Inhale deep. Hold for 9 seconds. Exhale slow. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale deep. Hold. Exhale slow. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Inhale deep. Hold. Exhale slow. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now your breath can be as deep or as shallow as you like. Bring your attention, your awareness to the parts of the body that I list by name. Scan those parts of your body for any remaining tension. Try to consciously relax those parts with your mind. Bringing all of your attention to your feet. Scan Scanning your feet for any tension that can be released using your mind, relaxing completely up to the ankles. Bring your awareness to your lower legs, calves, and shins. Scan these for anything tense or stressful and let go. You may imagine you're breathing into these parts of your body up to the knees, to your thighs, quads, and hamstrings. Feel any tension, release and relax. Scanning your hips. Now focusing on your whole lower body. Breathe into the lower body. And over your exhale, allow it to relax and grow heavy, completely at peace. Bringing your attention to your lower abdomen and your lower back, both sides of the waist, your upper abdomen, rib cage, and mid-back. Scanning, releasing, relaxing. Up to your heart center. Breathe into the chest and let go of any stress or anxiety found there. Both sides of the chest. Your upper back behind your shoulder blades, up to your traps. Both shoulders, let your shoulders unshrug. Upper arms and elbows. Forearms. The palms of both hands will certainly have tension that you can relax. Now focusing on each finger, your thumbs, the next fingers, the next fingers, the next fingers, and the small fingers. Bring all of your attention to the muscles of your neck and throat. Relax your jaw. Relax your tongue. Soften your facial muscles. Feel the presence of air coming in and out at the nostrils. Relax the eyes and the muscles behind the eyes, your eyebrows and temples, your forehead, and finally your scalp, the crown of your head. Now see if there's an even deeper relaxation and heaviness and peace that you can access in your being, and you become even more relaxed in this moment. Is there a deeper level within yourself that you can go? Keep going deeper into peace, to the core of your being that's made out of love, peace, and surrender. start to deepen your breath deeper into your abdomen. Let it out with a long sigh. Deeper breath down to your hips. And let it out. The deepest breath you can manage, slowly sending all the way down to your lower body. And let it go. I'll count down from 5. As I count down, your body will feel lighter and more refreshed. As I count down to 1, you will reach a lucid, wakeful state. Starting with 5, your lower body begins to wake up. Energy circulates your torso. 4, your arms start to grow lighter, more ready for movement. 3, your facial muscles wake up. 2, your mind begins to wake up. And 1, you wake up feeling completely refreshed.